Hello and welcome to the second race at Laguna Seca for round 2 of the Racing Department Touring Car Championship. This is the third race of the season and Pedro Amaral is on pole position for this race after his 8th place in race 1 alongside Ms. Ivo Simons, with Matthias Klein in 3rd position and 4th Ariel Doman, 5th Diogo Lopez and 6th Dan Allenson in his Peugeot 407, with 7th Miguel Neto and 8th after his win Jesper Torborg. 9th is taken up by Richard Blaine, and Simon Garner rounds out the top 10. A single file formation lap here in race 2 also as well, and Pedro Amaral has got a great start away from the field there. Decent gap there back to Ivo Simons. We'll be very pleased with that indeed as the field streams now through turn 1 and down towards Andretti Hairpin. Field pretty spaced out. In fact, there's a little bit of a gap there between 8th and 9th as well. Now into lap 3 following Hugo Gonçalves. He's following Jay Adji, who's in turn following James Fellows down into turn 4. They're going to go now, and James has run slightly wide, and Jay's going to get the overlap down towards turn 5. James isn't giving any room whatsoever. Down towards turn 5 they go, squeezing across is James, and that little nudge has put him off the track as well. He just squeezed a little bit too much there, not giving up the corner, and he's lost out as Hugo Gonçalves has profited the most from that. One step and one forward and one back from Jay Adji, but Hugo picks up 2 positions. Now here we are with Ryan Callan. He's pursuing Artur Yashijevski. There's a bit of carnage up front there through turn 6. Kenny Press is one of the ones who has been caught out there, and Ryan's going to go sweeping straight past him down into the corkscrew. Kenny Press comes slightly back at him though, into there. Oh, Ryan Callan runs into the back of Artur there, down the corkscrew. There you go. Pursuing the Audi A4 and the Seat Toledo of Jonas Orfeld ahead, and Jonas has bumped the curb hard on the inside there, run wide. And Ryan's dived up the inside, down into turn 10 he goes, takes the position forcefully away from Jonas Orfeld. Into the final turn. Now to lap 4, back with James Fellows once again. He's back in 15th position, he's pursuing, it's like Erling Bowman, he's run slightly wide. And there is Jay Adji, who has also dropped back through the field, and they've renewed their rivalries. And Jay Adji once again has taken advantage of a slight mistake from James Fellows, who gets very out of shape on the outside of the corkscrew there, and through goes Andreas Loeffler as well. James loses 2 places there in just 2 corners. Now on board with Jabako Vučković, sorry, there's Jonas Orfeld just ahead. Up ahead of these is Kenny Press. And Ryan Callan through on the inside is going to go Jabako Vučković, who's way back on the grid after running out of fuel in race 1. And takes position easily away from Orfeld. Here we are now lap 5, and it's Heckenberg versus Fellows. So Heckenberg got past Fellows during that incident also as well. And Heckenberg's run slightly wide onto the gravel there on the exit, and James going to get the drag up the straight. He's got the inside now for the little kink of the straight, and then for turn 1 and into turn 2 of course as well. So he just should take the position fairly easily. Heckenberg was arguing slightly, but he has taken the position there. Chris Sykes now is ahead of Eckhart von Glan, and he's run slightly wide onto the gravel as well. A few guys doing that earlier this race, and Eckhart has taken full advantage of that. Straight through he goes on Chris. Lap 6 now. Jabako Vučković pursuing Kenny Press. Yashijevski just ahead of this group as well. And you can see him in that orange and grey Audi A4. And Kenny Press is going to try and make a move at the inside into turn 6. He hasn't got much of an overlap. Oh, and he pushes Artur off the track. That wasn't the cleanest move you'll ever see there from Kenny Press. And through goes Jabako. He's taken 2 positions out of that. But Artur has dropped many positions there, and they go in now into the corkscrew. Artur once again, Jabako making a big mistake there, running over the gravel, but getting away with it. Now here is Ryan Callan. He's battling with Hugo Heckenberg, who has been disposed of by James Fellows. Up to turn 6 they go. Through turn 6, and Heckenberg gets very sideways through there, slower there, and Callan has given the back of the BMW a big tap. Now it's on the inside into the corkscrew. Can he make the move stick? No, he can't. He pulls out of it at the last second. But Heckenberg is wide around the outside. He's going to go Ryan Callan, and he's got a big tap again on the outside from Hugo. And again, more contact into Rainy Curve and out of Rainy Curve down to turn 10. But Ryan has taken the position just about after plenty of scuffling there with Hugo. Round to lap at 7, it's Hugo Gonçalves, Simon Gardner, and Reggie Blaine. And Simon's made a great move there up the inside of Reggie Blaine in the Toledo, and the Peugeot 407 puts back ahead of the Toledo, and now Hugo Gonçalves has a bit of an overlap there. Reggie just moves across on the straight there, forcing Hugo wide, a little bit too aggressive there from Reggie, not allowing the competitor behind him enough room, and is pushing the Peugeot of Gardner around the first corner also as well, and Gardner's run slightly wide now into turn 5, and Blaine is all over the back of him, looking for the overlap into turn 6. Simon runs slightly defensive, not wanting to give up that position, of course, and now but Reggie's got a better line through there, and a better exit. Now he's got the inside into the corkscrew, the outside of course is turn 7, but the corkscrew is turn 8, which is just here right now, braking hard for this. He's got the inside. Simon's trying to brave it out around the outside, but he can't afford to be too defensive because he'll let Hugo go through as well, and Hugo's looking to take advantage also. Now back with Heckenberg once again, and we're on board with Vučković also. Into turn 10 they go. Oh, Heckenberg clouts the inside curb there. The car leapt in the air, and Vučković should be able to take advantage of that, go around the outside into the final turn and take the position away. Plenty of contact once again. On the background we can see a couple of guys off. That looks like Kenny Press involved in contact once again, and it's Jonas Orfeld off as well, it looked like. 2 Toledo drivers in lap 8 now, up near the front of the field. These are the 2 front runners in the championship so far, Nato and Torborg, and they're trying to get around Dan Allinson. Nato is trying to anyway. Jesper's gone right up the inside at turn 5, taking full advantage of Nato, trying to take Allinson, and now Torborg has the overlap, not quite on Allinson, but there is Allison just holding position ahead of these two. Fierce dueling here. Now Nato has the inside now on Torborg. Can he take the position away from the Danish driver? He can. He's round the outside. He's taking the position away now into Rainy Curve. A great move there from the Portuguese driver. Lap 9 now, and this group of 3 have caught right up to the back of Diogo Lopez, put it under huge pressure. These 3 were the top drivers in the first race. Now they're in behind Diogo Lopez. There is the Peugeot of Dan Allinson in the all colours. And up the inside is going to go Miguel Nato, and it's contact. Contact, off goes Dan Allinson. That was big contact there from Miguel Nato, and he's likely to see a punishment for that. And Dan Allinson was scooted straight off the track. Now here is 3 Alphas, line astern, Torborg versus Nato again. Lopez just ahead of this group still. That looks like Doman is still ahead of this group as well. And also there's Matthias Klein in the Peugeot 407, the green. And up the inside going to go Nato on Lopez. Very, very late manoeuvre, and around the outside going to go Torborg as well, despite the fact that Lopez tried to squeeze him out of the way. Tried to let his compatriot get a gap on Torborg, but it didn't happen, and now on to. Here we go back through the field. This is Gardner versus Allinson. Allinson recovering, of course, from that spin from Nato. The contact down. Hugo Gonçalves is ahead of this group, and he's gone slightly slow through turn 6, and Gardner has the run in him, and Allison's going to try and follow him through if he can. Allison take the optimal line into there. Well, not quite. He's run slightly wide anyway. And Gardner, the old bump straight over the curve there. Not very elegant, but it was effective there for Gardner. And Gonçalves is looking for revenge once again on Simon Gardner. And Simon's run wide at turn 5 once again. We saw him do that earlier in the race, and once again he's under pressure. Around the outside is going to go Hugo Gonçalves. Around the outside, what a great move! He took the apex away from Simon Gardner there, and took the position back once again. Dan Allinson is looking to get past on his teammates, and it looks like he's going to do so. Gardner just lets him go through, realises he's faster. Didn't try to argue the case too much there, and now Gonçalves has Allinson pursuing him. Now it's Matthias Klein, and he looks like he looks to be holding up Ariel Doman a little bit. 2 leaders have got a bit of a gap on the rest of this group here. It's a good battle between Matthias and Doman. And now they're side by side down the straight, because Doman has got a great exit there from the final hairpin, and he'll have the inside all the way up this straight. It should be an easy textbook pass for the Peugeot 308 driver. And indeed he does take the position away from the German. Map 13 now, but this group of 5 are still together. Doman, Klein, Nato, Torborg and Lopez. And Nato is pursuing Klein through turn 6, and he's gone slightly wide. Klein, it was just ever so slightly slow through there, and it looks like that Nato's got the inside into the corkscrew, and indeed he has, and Torborg's looking for any opportunity as well. Nato squeezed his way through. Matthias is still holding up Jesper Torborg, however, and that's good news for Nato. Now on board with Dubravko Vučković. He's in behind Andreas Loeffler, slowly making his way through the field after his race 1 mishap, and of course having to start way down the grid as a result. And up ahead there is that recalcitrant BMW 320 of Andreas Loeffler, getting out of shape once again. We've seen that plenty of times in race 1. It really has been a handful this season so far, the E46. And Dubravko takes full advantage of that car being a handful and takes position away with a good move into the corkscrew. Now up lap 14, and it's Torborg. He's still stuck in behind Matthias Klein. Nato's gapped this ever so slightly, and up the inside gone Jesper Torborg. A decent move there, and Lopez is going to try and follow through as well. Indeed he has done. He squeezes Klein towards a curb, so he had to back out of it, and Lopez has taken position as well. So Matthias in rapid succession has found himself back from 3rd down to 7th position. Now on board with Allison again. He's dropped back in behind his teammate and Hugo Gonçalves once again. There is Reggie Blaine up ahead. Oh, contact between... No, we're on board with Gardner, sorry. There's Allison up ahead. There is contact between Allison and Hugo Gonçalves, and Allison has taken the position away from the Portuguese driver. Reggie Blaine is ahead of this group now, so that's the next on the list for Dan Allison. Up the inside, Simon Gardner, great move there into turn 10. Hugo gives him a bit of a tap on the exit, runs wide slightly, but he's got the inside now for the hairpin. Just needs to slow it down, spoil the apex for the Portuguese driver, and not let him get the run off the corner, but he ran wide into the gravel, and Simon decided that he wanted the inside line for the straight, and Hugo had no choice but to go around the outside. Vigorous racing here from these two. Now here we are with Simon Gardner, Reggie Blaine. Dan Allison has got past this group now. He's got past Reggie Blaine, and now Simon Gardner's attack at the Toledo drive. Up the inside he goes. Contact once again. On the outside of the corner now is Reggie, but Simon has managed to get the drive off the corner. Now he has the line into turn 3. Lap 18 now of 20. These are the two leaders still. Ivo Simons is still pursuing Pedro Amaral. We saw him have a great battle with him in race 1, which he ultimately won also. So he'll be looking to just take advantage once again, and Ivo's going to try and take the lead. This is the battle for the lead. Ivo gets a great exit there from the final hairpin. He's got a great drive up the straight. Amaral won't be able to argue at all. Ivo just needs to position his car on the inside, and he'll be able to take the position away from Pedro Amaral. So on lap 19, Ivo Simons is taking the lead of the race. And now here we are with Vučković and fellows. Vučković is still making his way through the field. They put two Peugeot 308 drivers. Line start. Oh! Vučković hits the back of James Fellows, but Vučković doesn't try to take advantage of it. Now Gardner's in behind. And there is Reggie Blaine also as well, so they must have dropped back through the field after an incident. And there's Simon trying to go around the outside of James Fellows. James is having none of that. And Simon ran out of room. Now Vučković is looking up the inside of James Fellows. Can he get it slowed down? He can't. Oh, he just about gets it slowed down. Simon's going around the outside of both of them. Will they have the drive off the corner to turn 3? He does indeed. He's going to take the position away from Dubravko. Now into turn 3. Peugeot and Seat. Englishman, Croat and Irishman. It's lap 19. This is the final lap into turn 5. On board with Vučković as he pursues Simon Gardner, who pursues James Fellows. Plenty of moving around in the circuit as they all look to just shuffle per position. Simon has to back out of it there. He didn't have enough of an overlap, and he's compromised himself on the exit, of course, and through goes Vučković. Straight past he goes before he even get to the corkscrew. What a great move there from the Croat. But the winner is the Belgian driver Ivo Simons. He's taken the win after a 7th place in race 1. That's his first win of the season, of course. It's race 3 of the championship. An excellent win there for the Belgian driver with 2nd place Pedro Amaral, bested by Ivo once again. Ariel Deman takes 3rd place, an excellent podium position for him. Jesper Torborg came across the line in 4th, Diogo Lopez 5th, Matthias Klein in 6th, Nato dropped to 7th, so it was an incident there. Dan Allison recovered his way back up to 8th. 9th was Hugo Gonçalves, and in 10th position was Jay Adjit in the brightly liveried Peugeot 407. Join us again in 2 weeks' time, where we'll be visiting Nogaro, and it will be a wet race, so that should be exciting again. It's 2 sprint races, so we'll see you then.